about to be reacting to the coach of NBA Youngboy. Now, am I a Youngboy fan? Yeah, but y'all know the difference between a fan and whatever you want to call the people that be overly like doing too much when it comes to Youngboy or anybody. But I'm just a fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of his art. But let's see what they talking about. Will I say I'm in a coat? Hell no.
NBA Youngboy went through things most people don't survive. Surrounded by violence, abandoned by his parents, living in poverty, and before he was 18, he was facing the possibility of life in prison. And yet, he made it out. Not only that, he built the most loyal and most dedicated fan base hip-hop has ever seen, becoming the most certified rapper ever. He was blackballed from the music industry, spent years stuck on house
Yeah, the
arrest.
fact that he went from blackballed to the most popping artist around is crazy, bro. Truly inspirational for people that think they can't do it. Indeed.
And was always in the media for the wrong reasons. The public opinion around him seems harsh. People say he's unstable and that understanding his mind is confusing. In a world of artists who can seem like outliers, no one is like NBA Youngboy. And that might be exactly why people get so attached.
Fuck about none of that. You bitch ass niggas be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. I see murder in my eyes.
Holy.
Contrell Deshaun Golden was born on October 20th, 1999 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Not exactly a place known for opportunity. His father was sentenced to 55 years in prison for a robbery gone wrong when he was young. And after that, his mother wasn't consistently there either. He was raised by his grandmother, the one person who truly loved him. At 4 years old, he broke his neck while wrestling at home. He had to wear a halo brace screwed into his skull while his
Man, that's why he got them things on his head. But just imagine. Break. This why I can't do a backflip. I'm scared to break my neck. Like I can't live like this. I don't know how long this little child had to live like this. But this look like torture, bro. Like no bull.
healed. The scars you can still see today. He was closest to his older brother, Pierre. When he was 7, he was holding a notebook of lyrics while telling his brother he wanted to become a rapper. Although it wasn't serious, he was just a little kid. What he mostly did was cut grass with his older brother for only $7 around their street to make some extra money. Eventually, as they got older, it wasn't enough. So stealing and break-ins replaced lawn work.
It don't matter. $7. And not even today's society, but even society back then. You know, the second Great Depression happened in like 2008. Young boy, he got to be around my age, probably 3 years older than me. $7 not giving you much. Maybe a couple of snacks from the store. But brother, you can't make a living off $7 a month or a yard, cause you got to think about this as well. Some people don't even need that yard cut because their landlord sent out a company. So they're probably pulling in maybe $21, $28 at the best.
In that setting, or you out that setting, ain't no hiding from gun violence. Ain't no hiding from violence, period. It's either jail or death, like literally.
Just trying to survive, which replaced their innocence. And that's when his grandmother passed. This changed everything for Contrell.
Well, my grandmother was my everything. That was my protection, my comfort.
Because in psychology, that's critical. When you grow up with abandonment and instability, that doesn't just go away. It can make you guarded, quick to react, quick to push people away before they can hurt you. And it can build anger. A lot of it.
No dumb rapping bitch, no YouTube and none of that bitch ass shit. Don't speak on me. Fuck you on the time of me, man.
This nigga had the most infamous crash outs. Can we all agree on that? Who crashed out better than Youngboy? Like, let's think about crash outs. Not even crash out better, but who had? We're not gonna support no crash outs, but bro, this nigga can talk shit, boy. Say that. Look at.
Hey, you look, y'all.
Like, why he just following dude like that, bro? All his strength in that mother.
Hey, you look, y'all won't speak on that. Boy, you better stay in your place. These niggas hoes, man. Fucking sell, nigga. The fucking nigga watching me fuck.
People waving around guns on an abandoned lot on Chippewa Street.
Say what you want to say, bro. I feel like Youngboy is more so misunderstood than anything. Just for the simple fact he has to put on this persona to gain a certain amount of audience. If he was like this all the time, Some might say, I would love Youngboy. I would still listen to Young, but it's like y'all really gravitated towards Youngboy because of the YN activities and the crash out activities. That's how I see it though. Argue with your mama.
But it can also create a creative output. When his grandmother passed, he moved in with his half-brother Pierre and his mother Monique, whom he saw as a second mom.
Mom's vet. I hustle so my sister will never ask him that.
Pierre's mother saw how serious they were and paid for their first studio session. Youngboy began finding his sound. One of his earliest songs, For a Reason, was uploaded to YouTube, rumored to have been recorded when he was only 11. Around age 12, Kentrell was upset with the way his life was going. That's when Pierre told him, "Don't worry, we're never going to be broke again," which would later become his stage name after changing from his previous name, NBA Youngboy, due to copyright concerns from the National Basketball Association.
That's why his name Youngboy and Never Broke Again. But that's a long name, bro. Even when I'm looking for Youngboy music, I still type in NBA Youngboy because Youngboy Never Broke Again, bro. That's stupid long. Like, bro.
Are you still in school?
Nope.
Dropped out?
Yep. I got a dream to chase.
What grade did you drop out at night? And what was the reasoning behind it?
I have a dream to chase.
Kentrell would drop out of the 9th grade, and music stopped being a
Nigga
hobby.
dropped out the
and
9th
it
grade.
became
He didn't even
therapy.
get no high school experience, man.
Kentrell. Pierre became his manager. He printed thousands of CDs and handed them around Baton Rouge. However, they were still living their lives recklessly, and Kentrell was sent to a juvenile detention center for 6 months for a break-in. When he was locked up, he actually had a lot more time to write, and that's what he did. So when he finally got out, he immediately made and released a project with a fitting title, Life Before Fame.
I ain't never heard this project. I don't think I'm going to go listen to it neither. I ain't gonna lie.
Youngboy started releasing countless mixtapes, being inspired by Louisiana natives Boosie and Lil Wayne, with the way they used to flood the streets with their projects. Local buzz grew. Eventually, he caught the attention of local artists like Kevin Gates and Boosie himself, but he was still just a teenager, and his work ethic became his trademark. We haven't exactly
Dog, tell me why Kevin Gates got on me because I said that it was, I ain't gonna say gay, it was sus of him to get Youngboy face tatted, bro. I swear to God. Nigga gonna text me on Instagram, and then he gonna post a tattoo artist that did his art to show that. No, people get people faces tattooed all the time. I get that. I definitely get that. But it's like, those people either dead or their family. And it's like, it's just a random man to you. Y'all probably grew close for sure. But I'm not getting one of my friends' name tatted. But to each his own, bro. Do what you want to do with your life and your body.
His age released as much music as he did, which only made people more interested.
Rest in power, it's all about power.
It was now 2016.
Bagging Louis V on my bed.
I feel like this is the last time that underground they really made underground music become mainstream, and this is the last time underground really made some fire music, some great tunes. Some great music, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They got me like be feeling in their toes. I'm a real young nigga from the 6 throwing blood. Come on, bro. Y'all know about that broccoli.
Look at me.
Rap was now shifting the energy, and the new artists were breaking through.
This era, 2017, 2016, really shaped, like, it really transformed music into what it is today. That new underground BS that they be doing now, I don't like that music, I ain't gonna lie. But a lot of your favorite artists wouldn't even be artists if it wasn't for this era right here.
Youngboy was building something different while being isolated from the new wave. In October, he drops 38 Baby, named after the street he grew up on, 38th Street, which was the first of many gold projects he'd end up dropping.
And I don't go nowhere without that.
I like 38 Baby. That's one of my favorite ones, you feel me? That's just one of mine. Got like 3-4 good songs on that.
She said she wanna be my dad. You don't know what this shit mean to me. I swear that I'm trying, what don't you see? Really up in that water from swimming.
Now finally, the internet was paying attention. The buzz was growing.
One of my favorite songs of all time. Come on, man. Like, classic. This is arguably one of the Youngboy's best songs he ever made, bro. Like, let's be real.
And people were thinking he was older because of the depth in his voice and the subject matter in his lyrics.
Oh, that's
but
some
he was
cigarette.
just 17. And that would end up saving him his life.
Youngboy has been arrested in Louisiana.
The following month, Kentrell was arrested on 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, allegedly revenge for the killing of an NBA crew member. These were serious, real charges, facing the possibility of being tried as an adult. And now Kentrell is waiting on the final verdict from potentially disappearing forever. For any artist, that's it. Career over before it even starts. You had your opportunity and you let it go by going to prison. However, people get curious. So when the public heard about this,
when did he go to prison though? How long did he go to prison for? I know he was recently in prison for gun charges, but it's like he went to prison after dropping 38, baby.
his music started spreading even more. People were infatuated with who NBA Youngboy really was. They wanted to learn more about his troubled mind. Is what they heard about him true? Is he innocent? Is he really just 17 with all of this happening? Kentrell was realizing he had another opportunity, so he took advantage of feeding his fans by dropping music behind bars from what he had. He sounded paranoid, frustrated, and vulnerable on these tracks, and he was—
While several songs were recorded while incarcerated, most were written for his projects.
Certain was gonna
It
make
was
it
on
out,
Band
and
Lab?
that torment made the fans even more
What song
interested.
did he drop? Did he record while he was in prison?
They didn't know when it was
It
going to
sound
end.
professional.
So
I know
every
he
drop—
recorded that one song, "Sincerely Kentrell," or is it? What? No, it's not "Sincerely Kentrell," but it's on that. It's on that album. What is it called? I think it is called "Sincerely Kentrell." I could be wrong. He dropped 6 projects in a year, 2 being behind bars.
Felt urgent, like it might be the last one for a long time. They loved the idea of what YB was, and that's when the obsession really started. Eventually, he wasn't convicted of the original charges, but accepted a plea deal for a lesser charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which landed him 3 years of active probation. But to him, it felt like freedom.
That's why he was on house arrest. Yes, sir.
He got his second chance. So wasting no time, Youngboy recorded and dropped his song Untouchable. The lyrics contained a theme of ambition.
This song right here, this really put Youngboy on the map, in my opinion. Wasn't nobody really, I mean, I guess they was talking about it, but nobody was really like hip or open their eyes or, you know what I'm saying, really with it until this song dropped, bro. Yeah.
At all costs, telling his fans that he would not let up again. And that became a theme for his AI Youngboy project. Kentrell's dreams were finally coming true.
My dreams coming true. Stayed down till I came up with my niggas. Right or wrong, fell right. You know we stand. I got locked in that cell and they ain't let me out. Money, I'm talking.
Nah, this was one of my, this AI Youngboy, this one of my, I can listen to probably, if not all, then 98% of all these songs, like the whole album straight through. I love this album. In this cash, but I cannot forget to make sure all my niggas on. Yeah.
The work ethic became noticeable. While most artists take years to build a catalog, he kept dropping projects. His mixtape buzz eventually led to a lucrative recording contract with Atlantic Records in 2017. He was becoming mainstream, but somehow still felt separate from the industry. By 2018, he released his debut album, Until Death Call My Name.
Wait, that wasn't albums? That was projects? Well, them projects was hard, bro. I love them projects. Featuring artists like Future, Lil Uzi Vert, Birdman, and Offset. Until Death Call My Name, that was another good one. That dropped in, I was in high school when that dropped. My favorite song on that was probably, my bad, Drawing Symbols in the Sun. Drawing Symbols in the Sand. Cause he told y'all he had herpes, but he don't really got herpes. He's talking about this person. He's talking about that person. So I'm saying Youngboy got herpes. Man, that was a whole thing in high school, bro. Y'all just don't know. The Lord.
cause I love you. I ain't mean to break your heart, but baby, that's what love you. You won't beef, I pull up where you sleep. Bitch, I'm out there now, that ain't baby, I come from the street.
I hope I don't get copyrighted. If I do, I get this Youngboy. Who gives a damn?
Fans were pleased with the debut album, but the true turning point for Youngboy musically came with the release of his 2019 project, AI Youngboy 2, a project that many of his fans...
This is hard. AI Youngboy 2 hard. Man, all these motherfuckers, bro. I would sit here and say Youngboy don't miss, but it's like, when has he ever missed? When has he ever missed? I'm not gonna go too far and say Youngboy doesn't miss, but when is the last time the Youngboy has missed? Just saying, bro.
Consider a classic.
Nigga, bitch, nigga, bow on my jury.
I've been like I'm Gucci man in 2016.
I had to beat the odds and it wasn't easy. Who still a died, I almost lost my mind for me to be. What I'm thinking and you can't change. I miss my fucking daddy. I've been calling Montana my 4 times, been getting hard.
And
But
from
Lord
there,
knows I need Sharonda. Yeah.
While signed to Atlantic, he dropped 22 projects in 5 years. His contract only required 5. The label was even struggling to keep up. That wasn't normal, and neither was what he was going to end up accomplishing.
And taken into custody, the 21-year-old, his real name is...
You were all we was all yeah.
As of now,
if I took the clean run, come on, bro.
Rapper
like,
ever,
dog.
holding 126 plaques to his name. Now, some
126 plaques? Jesus. Youngboy got more plaques than Drake. Drake? Come on, man.
At YB, they'll say, well, he only accomplished this because of how much music he drops. But
okay,
Youngboy
tell niggas drop more music if they want to be up there. What? Simple as that.
Really hasn't had a lot of mainstream help to acquire these accomplishments. Plus, he wasn't able to go on tour for years because of house arrest, and yet his streams showed how big he was despite that. And
Youngboy and Eminem have been the only rappers to be #1 on YouTube in the last 6 years. And that's what's up.
Remained the most streamed rapper on YouTube for years. He did everything without any help. He has
34 projects for Youngboy have been platinum. Most of any rapper. 34 projects.
To
how many projects do this nigga got?
And when he did eventually become a free man, his tour
don't even got that many.
record for the highest grossing tour from a debut headlining rapper, earning $70 million across 42 shows. Since the success of his tour, it really made me realize the scope of how big his audience actually is. That level of consistency without a large amount of promotion sounds impossible. He had no award show love, barely any promo from his label, a contract that YB didn't even like. And while he had some early cosigns, he clearly doesn't get enough compared to his competitors to accomplish this much.
You know what it is? He got the culture in the chokehold, bro. He got the youth in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that.
It's like he was never supposed to make it in the first place. And that might be exactly why his fans are so obsessed. It creates this feeling like it's him and his fans against the world. It's the kind of loyalty where his fans feel like they owe it to him. A lot of them genuinely believe he's been blackballed from the music industry. He's criticized constantly for his voice.
On top of the mountain. Looking around and all these niggas hating on me. Goddamn. He was blackballed. Like, let's get that understood. Let's get that understood.
Livery for not being lyrical enough. But more than anything, he's judged for his character. He originally wanted the industry love, but after being so-called blackballed, he's called the industry out directly. He said that it's demonic and said he can't trust anyone. And from his perspective and what he went through, why would he? He's been isolated and kept in a close circle his whole life. So when he became a public figure, he had trouble ever adapting.
I have a lot of people that know me, I guess. I'm terrified of people. I am very scared of people. Like on my kids. I am terrified.
Man, when this interview dropped, he had the world in the blender. I'm like, what happened? What you mean? He's expressing himself. I forgot whoever was granted the opportunity to record this interview. Boy, you got rich off this one interview, boy. I'm telling you.
People. And I'm very shy, but I never know why once I walk on the stage. I could get it done and leave. But I'm terrified of people. People are cruel. It's like we can't control ourselves.
His career has been filled with public feuds, legal troubles which resulted in prison time, serious accusations, and even being tied to a drug trafficking ring while in house arrest with his crew. And while not a crime, having 13 children with 10 different women is definitely an interesting decision, especially by the age of 26. He's not conventionally relatable.
I just took the floor and on the block and to the top off. Talking all this top, I go by top, I get them knocked.
And maybe that's a good thing. His audience is mostly young adults. A lot of them
Take me to a place I can imagine. Victim of heartbreak, but I'm so damn. Yeah.
Come from similar environments, having broken homes, anger issues, the feeling of being misunderstood. So when they hear a Youngboy, they don't hear a superstar with no understanding. They hear someone surviving in real time, beating all the odds, because somehow, in ways thought impossible, Youngboy made it out. And more importantly, he hasn't changed one bit from his beginning. Now, I remember around 2019, the backlash against Youngboy peaked. The common critiques was that they thought he mumbled, that his voice was unbearable, that he wasn't lyrical, that his flows fell apart mid-verse, and that he wasn't versatile.
I guess we not listening to the same music. Please, whoever, a lot of stake. Please tell me who you listen to. Like, what artists do you listen to? You listen to Kendrick Lamar or some shit? Like, please let me know.
Outsiders, the hype doesn't make sense, but the constant harsh criticism really seemed to strengthen his fan base. Honestly, Youngboy being the punching bag in hip-hop really seemed to piss off a lot of his fans. I truly do think this was the start of rage bait culture. Yes, online trolling has always been a thing.
Youngboy better. Yeah.
I would say the whole idea of the rage bait term reaching the mainstream all started with Youngboy. I saw so many accounts during quarantine with Youngboy's mugshot as their profile picture, spamming YB better under comment sections, especially Twitter. And yes, a lot of it was satire, but a lot of it was exaggerated because his fan base was known for being obsessive. So they really made it their personalities. Cause Youngboy fans do truly know how obsessed they are.
It's so many people out here that clone, not even just his personality, his whole demeanor, his swag to how he carry himself, hairstyle. Bro, it's so many people out here that literally, like, you know how Michael Jackson got impersonators? It's Youngboy impersonators, bro. I'm telling you. I know it's one of them famous, but a lot of them like kind of unknown. In the Baton Rouge, Mississippi, Louisiana area, bro. One of them tried to beef with me for whatever reason when I was making music. He said my shit was ass. I said, good for you, bro. Kept it pushing, bro. You want to be a whole nigga talk about my shit ass. Anyway.
And they're gonna show their support when you discredit him. The only modern fan base that mirrors this kind of loyalty might be Taylor Swift's. Not because the music sounds alike, clearly not. But when people question the hype, the core fans double down. Casual listeners have looked at Taylor and Youngboy's music as being bland and not understanding the point. They always think that there's much better artists in their respected genres. But their fans get it. They don't really care if other people don't understand it, but yet they'll defend their artists if they need to, and that only brings their fan bases closer together.
So y'all, let's talk about NBA Youngboy for a second. What makes Youngboy be so loved by his fans? It's good for us to talk about stuff like this because you know how my fans act with me? And it feels more like a family, like camaraderie, and they don't play about me and I don't play about them. And people always try to like figure it out. But what is it about NBA Youngboy that was able to garner that level of hardcore, diehard, unwavering support?
I really don't know. That's a great question. I just know the nigga music hard and it's genuine. Versus motherfuckers out here talking about, I slide the block, I dumped the grits, I sold this, I sold that, I touched keys. And it's like, you're not like that, pal. Trust me, you're not like that. We know you're not like that. Versus Youngboy seem more genuine and authentic. And it's actually good music. That's my reason why I listen to Youngboy. He makes great music.
Getting help from a lot of the mainstream outlets. So somebody said the more haters he get, the stronger their love gets. Kind of like us with you. Bingo.
And I want to make it clear that Youngboy is not just this aggressive street rapper beefing with everyone.
Then that's when they stepping on your homie. I say stretch him, catch me murder walking, then I bang.
For everything he went through, it only makes sense on why some of his material is much more sad.
I'm like Kentrell, you gotta stand up, it's your time, I see. I'm like these shines.
He's talked many times before on how he didn't want to live past 18.
Sometimes you want to die though, so you don't feel nothing no more.
I don't think you really feel like that.
You gotta talk more.
A lot of his music has depressive themes. With subjects like trust issues.
Yeah. Drawing symbols. Yeah. When did the song drop? Oh, it dropped in 2018. Yeah. Prime.
They told me that he needed love, he can pay 40.
With subjects like trust issues and paranoia. With other subjects responsibility, ambition, and perseverance.
My money, my pain, it don't make me no better than no other one.
Which became more noticeable as him and his audience grew together. And when an artist is that expressive about their emotions caused by trauma, whether it's sadness or anger, people can relate to it, causing them to be attacked.
That's why Juice WRLD was that big as well.
To a figure like Youngboy naturally. Now, is that really why people get so attached to Youngboy? It could be part of it. Could it also be from the loyalty that he built? I mean, his fans saw him almost lose everything and somehow still made it on top. Sure, it could be the loyalty, but countless celebrities and rappers have had rough upbringings. A lot of them rap about what YB raps about, but few within the music industry become unavoidable. Some call it the it factor. It's the quality that when
because they don't make good music. Straight like that.
In a room or on screen, they get all the attention. It can be their charisma, mystery, confidence, uniqueness, and all-around star power. And while it may seem like a lot of celebrities have this, it's way less common than you think. It's the difference in execution and the ability to adapt that makes some celebrities fade away eventually, while others stay here culturally. And when it comes to that factor, Youngboy has it. But let's be honest, plenty of celebrities with that it factor come with controversies. Yet they stay relevant while others fade when pressure hits. Youngboy stayed, even though clearly he's had a lot of controversies surrounding his name. NBA Youngboy isn't exactly a complete person. You could even argue he's a terrible role model. But despite the headlines of how the media wants you to perceive YB, that flawed character creates a mystery to understand him from an outside perspective. That's why his fan base is so diehard.
I always wanted to be a rapper. This was always my dream. I never had a plan.
Call it what you want, bro. Youngboy is a rock star, bro. Honestly, not even just saying that just off of what he got on right now, but it's like how his life is. When we went to go see him in Vegas. Me, my guy Key, and our girlfriends. And Dominique, my girl brother. We all went to go see him in Vegas. So they hotboxed the whole arena. That's crazy. I wonder if they did that everywhere. But the arena was hotboxed. Then it's like, okay, after the concert, on TikTok you see Youngboy at different places and you see swarms of people just chasing him. Youngboy, all this extra shit. Yeah, it's rockstar. It's real rockstar lifestyle. Do what you want to do when you want to do it.
This is what I was set on becoming. That's what it was.
And yes, you can credit his work ethic.
Can't be on top forever, you know?
You can credit his ambition.
There's always to be another artist.
You can credit his accomplishments.
There'll never be another Youngboy.
Right.
I will not be provoked. I will not be broken. And I'm not going back to where I used to be.
But some people just have something you can't manufacture.
Accept it or not, I ain't going back.
You might not like his music. You might not even like him as a person. But one thing is clear. Kentrell was always meant to be a star.
Hey man, this was a hard ass video. I'm gonna have to check out a couple more of his videos. Like, hold on, this editing hard, how it was laid out hard, all this good. But But nah, bro. I said what I said. You listen. You heard what I'm trying to think of a new outro so I could cut it short. I said what I said and you heard what I said. But let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.